Hello and welcome back everybody. So there's been a little bit of a break in between posts. That is because college kind of took over for a while. I had a lot going on. It was finals week. I did pass all my finals. I got all A's. So it was worth it, but I am excited to be back filming this series because this is something that I really do enjoy. So we'll start this episode right where we left off. We beat Roxanne, we got the first badge. We did lose William, unfortunately. It's kind of planned from the start. I knew he was probably going to die the first gym, but it's okay. And we are now taking on May, our annoying rival. And she actually spoiled what we're going to be doing. We're going to be making our way down to Route 104 to go meet Mr. Brawly, who is the man that we saved in Rustboro Tunnel. We saved his Pico, which is his Wingull, and he offered to give us a free ride to Dewford Town, which conveniently enough is where we need to go for Steven, who is the president's son, and we have to deliver a letter to him, I guess. I really don't like talking to May. Just ruins my day every time I see her. So we'll heal up real quick. Don't want Cluck Norris to die. It is way too early in the series to even begin to think about our starter Pokemon dying. I don't want to do that. So let's go ahead and make our way to Mr. Brawly's house, and I will be right back. Alright, so we are here at Mr. Brawly's house. Let's go ahead and go talk to him. Hold on, lass. Wait up, Pico. You're Wormleaf. You saved my darling Pico. We owe you so much. What's that? You want me to sail with you? You have a letter bound for Dewford and a package for Slateport then. Quite the busy life you must lead. But certainly, what you're asking is no problem at all. See, this man talks really weird. Just the way his sentences go. And this game's really weird too. How this entire area that we're going through right now is completely optional. All these trainers, you could go the entire game and never battle them because you have no reason to come back here. Once you go down this part of the map and go to Dewford, beat the gym, go to Slateport, do the storyline there, you really don't ever have to come back down this way. So it's weird. It's really weird in that way, which it's not the first game to do that. And fun fact, you actually don't have to battle Brawly at all. You can just completely skip it if you like. But we will not be doing that. We will be battling Brawly. However, we will get our encounter first. Alright, after we beat up this guy who presumably has a team full of Magikarps. If I was a betting man, which I'm not, I would say that is a Magikarp. No, Tentacle. Okay. It's a good thing I'm not a betting man, because I would have lost my money. Let's go ahead and speed through this. Alright, Cluck Norris level 18, which is good. We are going to grind everybody up to level 19 before we go into the gym. But we will get the encounter first. Now, I do believe this can only be Zubat or Aron, I think. Or Love Aron, that would be amazing. No! Again, I have zero clue what I'm talking about. We got a Makuhita, which is kind of unfortunate. We already have Cluck Norris, who is a fighting type, so that doesn't really do much for us. Can you live a pet? I want to find out. Nope. Aw, man, unfortunate. It may or may not have been on purpose. Cannot tell you. I'll never tell. I actually hate Makuhita with a passion, which is why I didn't catch it. See, why couldn't it have been Abra? I'm tempted just to catch Abra and say this was my encounter and say, sorry, there's nothing you can do about it. I won't do that though. It's just really unfortunate that we got Makuhita. That's one of my least favorite Pokemon, and I would never in my life use it on a team, not even in a Nuzlocke. So we are going to be without an encounter for Granite Cave, but that is a-okay with me. And I think it is time to grind up some levels so we can go face Brawly. I will be right back when I'm done with that. Alright, we're back. I didn't really do much. I leveled up Sabrina a little bit. I tried to switch train Boombox once. I just got bored. I did get Scissor up to level 19, which is really the only thing we need for this gym. If you don't know, this is Brawly, a fighting type gym leader. So I'm not really foreseeing much trouble at all with him. Should be relatively straightforward. As normal, I want to bore you guys with these battles before the gym leader. They don't really matter. The main thing we're here for is this man right here. You can see the badge in the background. I think we're ready. I think we're ready. If Scissor dies, which he won't, I'm confident, we have options. I think Cluck Norris can handle it herself. If Scissor cannot. Which if Scissor can't, then I don't know. The run might be over. I not because we would lose this battle, but purely because I don't want to lose Scissor. I've grown very attached to it. This is probably one of my favorite Pokemon on the team. It would just be a very sad situation to lose her. So Machop level 16. Wish that would have OHKO'd. Not that big of a deal though. Should use a store here, yep. Super Potion. Now we can just peck into a wing attack and Machop will be gone. I believe next is Meditite, if I'm not mistaken. Which might go down to a wing attack. I'm not sure this thing's defenses. If you know this thing's defenses off of hand, let me know down below. This is a crazy Pokemon to be able to just pull the stats for. I don't think anybody really cares about Meditite or Medicham, which is unfortunate because the design's really not that bad. And the gimmick with, you know, being able to learn all the elemental moves and stuff like that is cool. It's just, it's not very strong. I used one on my Brilliant Diamond playthrough the first time, so I would know. It wasn't that good at all. I wanted to use it because it was something new, but I'll never use one again. Here we are at his ace, his Makuhita. I think it's just going to be wing attack all the way through. I really don't see a way. Yeah, he's not going to be able to stop it. Hopefully Vital Throw. Yeah, doesn't kill. Okay, that's the one thing I was worried about. I was worried about Vital Throw killing. Ooh, okay. We're in a bit of a predicament here. Huh. I don't think Wing Attack can KO here, and another Vital Throw kills us. So what do we do? Man, this is scary, if I'm being honest. I don't really know what to do here. I mean, Scissor's definitely going to die if we just leave him in. So out of these ones... Okay, Sabrina and Acorn will not live a hit at all. Vital Throw will just obliterate both of them as they are dark types. I don't know what else to do. Cluck Norris might be able to live one, get off a peck, and then we can sacrifice somebody and send Scissor back in. I think that's our best bet, but who will we sacrifice? I already know who. I'm just gonna leave it a little suspenseful. I already know who it's gonna be. Not gonna be very useful in this run. Hopefully it just doesn't crit. Okay. A peck could kill. Do we risk it? I think it does kill in this range. I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna risk it. There we go. Critical hit. Cluck Norris coming in clutch. Nobody has to die. And you will never know who I was going to sacrifice. And neither will they. Actually, I wasn't going to sacrifice anybody. I had it under control the entire time. You made a much bigger splash than I expected. You swamped me. Weird thing to say for a fighting type gym leader, but I will take the badge. get a little bit of money, and we can finally see it here. Lovely. What else are you gonna give me, Brawly? What TNs do you have? Give me something good. HM Flash, don't care. TM, excuse me, number 8, which is Bulk Up. I quite like Bulk Up. Alright, so now we have to go find this Steven Stone person. Not quite sure who that is. His father told me to come find him. And that is exactly what we'll do. Do we need to heal? I don't think we need to heal. We don't need to heal. Let's see. I assume he's in here. If I had to guess, I'm not a betting man, like I said, but I would assume that he's in here. See, another Abra. That would have been so nice for my encounter. I would love an Alakazam. But unfortunately, we are stuck with nothing. Because I was given the displeasure of having to lay my eyes upon Makuhita, which is not something that I ever want to do again. We also could have got an errand if we just maybe used a repel and made our way down here. Would have been nice. So I don't remember where Steven is at all down here. I only know where he is in Oras and Ruby and Sapphire, the original. Because those are how I normally play through Hoenn, which is a little weird. I think most people would say that Emerald is the best version to play through, which I can't say that I disagree. I think it is, but I just prefer Oras, I guess. You know, a lot of modern touches to the game. Mega Evolution is great. But unfortunately, I do not know where Steven is. And we don't have any repels, so we're going to have to deal with this. I'm actually going to find Steven, and I will be back, because this will be very boring to watch. Alright, we are back. I found Steven Stone. As he has clearly stated, my name is Steven. I'm interested in rare stones, so I travel here and there. Give him the letter. Hopefully I'm not sending him a letter that is incriminating, because that would make me an accomplice. Steel Wing. Okay. Scissor will love that. Teaching that to him immediately. They say that I'm capable. Please don't challenge me. Oh, and I get to register Steven Stone. This thing is really annoying. The Pokénav. You know, they kind of went through a little thing, even when, you know, with the Pokegear in Gen 2. They went through this little phase where they were like obsessed with having a phone for you to call people, and it is really annoying. More so in Gen 2, where you would just get random calls and there's nothing you can do about it. You just have to answer it, which was fixed in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. But you do have to still listen to it ring, which is equally as annoying, I would say. Let's go ahead and heal up real quick. We got one more thing that we have to do today. We defeated the gym, we found Steven, but we also have a package that we have to deliver to Slateport. And this is just going to show us another completely optional area. We do pass the abandoned ship at some point, right there, which is fun to come explore once you beat the game. We will be doing that, but not now. We do not have surf, so we are not able to do that. I don't want to battle any of these guys. Alright. Okay. Guess we're battling two of them. I was going to say we're not going to battle them. I will battle them off screen, so I don't bore you guys with trainer battles, but Tuber, Lola, and Chandler, I guess, had other ideas. We're just going to go through this real quick. Just going to spam some buttons, hope for the best. What's the worst that happens? This is how team members die. What I'm doing right now. But I think we'll be okay. And we are. And he's crying for his mommy. Okay. Well. You know, you're the one... Okay, no, whoa. Whoa. I don't want Tuber Lola's phone number. I'm not interested. You look like you're maybe 4. So, that's... Okay. What's going on over here? A lot of people. Hey there, quit pushing. This is the line, can't you see? Alright, well, not going there, I guess. Stern. I believe Captain Stern is who we need to give this part to. Are you Captain Stern? Captain Stern commissioned me to design a ferry. Are those Devon goods? This won't do. Captain Stern were off somewhere. He had some work to do. Could I get you to find Captain Stern? I'm just the errand boy for everybody, I guess. Nobody wants to do anything, and I'm getting a call. What do you want? You're telling me that I can challenge you again in the future. Well, why didn't you just call me when I could? Why would you call me and tell me that one day I can? Anyway. $50? Sure. I don't really want to, but I don't think I had a choice. Captain Stern, this seems like a place he'd want to be. You look like a Captain Stern. And it is. There's the parts I ordered from Mr. Stone of Devon. Thank you. That's great. We can prepare for our expedition now. I'm really gonna deal with these people again. You're gonna try to take the parts again? How many times do I have to teach you this lesson? Obviously more than twice. But I will gladly do it again. You ready for more? No. Okay, never mind. I ate my words really quick. I was gonna say be ready for another Poochiana. But they actually sent out something different. And, okay, that's just not right. I need to pay attention. Sabrina's dead. Okay. Well, that's okay, I guess. It's unfortunate, but, I mean, I don't think they were going to be on the team for the future. And I guess I can say it now. Sabrina is who I was going to sacrifice in Brawly's gym. So, let's just pretend that my strategy did not work and I had to sacrifice Sabrina. That is what I'm going with. If anybody asks, that's how Sabrina died. Let's be more aware of what we're doing. Okay. Easy, another Carvana. Should take him out of here, but I'm not. Here we go. You lost 2. Yes, you did. And you only give me 280 Pokédollars? You guys are broke. It's probably why they want the parts. Probably going to resell them on eBay. Who's this guy? Came here to see what was taking so long to snatch some parts, and you simps are held up by a mere child? Okay, in 2025, calling someone simps when they're talking to a child is crazy. This word obviously, I guess, meant something different back then, but that's crazy today. That's insane, actually. So this is their leader, I guess. This is the guy who I'm supposed to be afraid of. Too scared to battle me, though. So, there's that. Finally deliver the Devon goods to this guy. I no longer have to be in this city. Oh, he heals me. Okay, thank you, I guess. Who's this guy? What are you doing here? Me? I'm the Team Aqua member you thumped before, remember? Back in Rust Turf Tunnel. Okay. And you're going to give me something for beating you up? Wow, what a good loser. We need more people like that. Can I have my money back, maybe, please? No, okay. This guy again. Huh? I'm sure I met you somewhere before. Have I introduced myself to you? If not, my name's Scott. Okay. Well, you said that I was a loser before, so I don't really want... No, I don't want to register you. You called me a loser last time I saw you. And now you're, like, interested in my career or whatever? Alright. Next time I see Scott, it's on site. Put him 6 feet under next time. You know how lovely... I play Oras a lot. You know how lovely it is to walk by here without getting sucked into that stupid cutscene about the contests? It is lovely, let me tell you. We do get another encounter for Route 110. We will get this encounter, and that is where we will leave off this episode. See what we get. Manectric, please. No, cannot have another Poochyena. Actually, I just remembered, before I do that, our Poochyena is dead. Forget what you just saw. You did not see Sabrina come out. You didn't. If you say you did, you're lying. You're off your meds, you're off the rocker. I don't know what to tell you because Sabrina is dead. See, right there. It says right at the top, D-E-A-D, dead. We should also buy more Pokeballs because we already, I don't want to say missed out, it was on purpose, but we didn't get an encounter in Granite Cave, so we really need to start getting encounters. It probably wasn't smart for me to KO that Makuhita because we might need it. We do only have 4 Pokemon, but I think we'll be okay. There's a lot of encounters in this game. No. I didn't want to do this. No, it's not a good idea. It's a good idea for you to leave me alone. Thank you. Okay. Now, we're going to get our encounter for 110. Electrike. There we go. That's who I wanted. Can we hit it, though? I made this mistake before. I used Peck and it obliterated Makuhita. We'll go with it as a mistake. Just throw a Great Ball, see what happens. Hope for the best. What's the worst that can happen? That's probably the worst that can happen. There we go. Electrike was caught. Now, what are we gonna name this little guy? A lot of options here. I think we are just going to name it Bravo, after Johnny Bravo. Great TV show. I've never seen it. I highly recommend it. I believe it's on Hulu. And I think that is where we will leave off. By next episode, I will have everybody trained up to where they should be. Especially Boombox. Level 5 is not looking good right about now. But pretty good episode. We beat Brawly. We delivered the letter to Steven. We delivered the package to Captain Stern. Fought off Team Aqua. Ran into Scott, unfortunately. And next episode, I do believe we will be taking on Watson, who, looking at our team, should be a very, very interesting matchup. Make sure to stay tuned for that. And until then, take it easy.